Hi, to all you young men and young women out there, or adults who may be watching. My name is Smith. I'm the facilitator for the videos. While they all have different topics that we'll discuss, they're all from the channel MAD, which means making a difference. Today, we're going to be continuing to discuss what's your story. Many of us, in fact, all of us have a story to tell. There are reasons why we do what we do, say what we say, think what we think, feel what we feel. There are reasons why we go places that we go, choices we make in life, relationships that we are a part of, participate in, whatever it might be. And for you, young man and young woman, a lot of times you're not being heard. We, as adults, parents, neighbors, relatives, guardians, teachers, whatever area of life we've been placed in yours, there are just some things that we don't take into consideration. We fail to listen. Sometimes we fail to see what's right in front of us. And as a result, we don't get the full story. And so I'm allowing you to think today, and if for any reason there are adults that are watching, which I hope they are as well, and for myself, what's your story? What's your story today that caused you to do what you've done? What's your story that led you to the place you are today? Answer that from inside. Get the help that you need. Speak to someone who truly and genuinely protects you, provides for you, loves you, adores you, cares for you, that is not hurting you, that is not manipulating you, that is not deceiving you. You are special. You are so worth more than you probably could ever imagine. And you are loved. You are loved by all who feel the same way about you, that you want to feel that way, and that are really genuinely showing you this truthfully. So what's your story today, young man or woman? How are you growing up? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you being led to believe? Are you a young woman who you're growing up being led to believe from your mom, dad, parents, family, the surrounding you're in, that it's okay to disrespect others? It's okay to bring men in and out of your house, sneak them or take them in your room. It's okay to be having sex with different people all the time. It's okay to sit at the table with adults who are engaging in drug use, alcohol abuse, profane language. Perhaps they've allowed you to drink from their solo cup. Perhaps it was your birthday, but the adults just completely took over the birthday party. Is that how you're growing up? Is that what you've seen? What's your story? Young man, how have you grown up? What have you seen? What have you heard? What's your story? Have you been watching a family member, a friend, or neighbor, someone who might be the same age as you or older, Perhaps it was your mom's brother. Perhaps his talking about his fights and how he's knocked out this person, punched that person, or he was a tough guy. Perhaps he, while drinking and drunk, told you, young man, don't ever let anybody punk you. You gotta be tough. You gotta have balls. You gotta use these when you have to. And sometimes you gotta fight your way out of situations. You can't be a punk. You can't be a sissy. Is that what you've heard, young man? Is that what led you to carry a knife or a gun or rob or steal or kill? Is that your story? And if it's not, what's your story? What do you believe to be the truth? What are you thinking about every single day now that you're sitting in a jail cell or behind bars? Or perhaps you're not in those places, you're home, but you have been put in your own jail cell at home. In here, there is no freedom because you are plagued or haunted by the choices that you've made, most of which were not really your own choices because you were a child. And some of you, you are a child. And you're following and watching and modeling behind men who were supposed to guide you in the right direction. Maybe you're headed this way where there's pain and destruction and more chaos and suffering for your life, but you should have been headed this way where there's love and respect. And people are encouraging good education, good integrity, good, peaceful, calm respect for others and others' things. What's your story? Young lady, do you think that you're in love? Is someone telling you that they love you and they're using you? Is that why you're cutting yourself? Because that person doesn't seem to show the same love? Young man, are you in love with someone and you're concerned with whether or not they're actually sleeping with other people? Is that your story? Adult who's watching, who just like myself was once a child, a young man, who we can truly, genuinely relate to these same stories. We're no different. You say, I work in the field. I'm a therapist. I've got my PhD or my PsyD or my LCPC or my LCSW. I have 2 graduate degrees, not 1. And you're thinking, young man, they must be able to help me. Many of us can. And many of us have had to live the same horrors as you. Many of us have been hurt, deceived, lied to, manipulated, just like you. What's your story? These things will continue to go on in your life. And I want you to get some help. So for today, just think about what's your story.